Please be seated. It really does warm my heart to see so many people here today. This isn't an easy service to attend for a lot of reasons. It's Thursday night. Reason enough, right? There's probably plenty of other things all of you could be doing right now. I would wager 50% of you will be spending most of the next few days here because you were doing all of the things to make this happen. And as I've said to several of you, this service, out of all of them, is truly one of the most complicated. If you're new to this, we do a lot that we don't normally do tonight. We're going to come and wash feet. We're going to strip the altar of all the adorations at the end of the service. There are a lot of moving parts, and I have to admit, it's terribly inconvenient. It's just, it's a lot. It's a lot that feels like, well, is this really all that necessary? I mean, we could do Easter without all of this. And the truth is, we aren't well disciplined at being inconvenienced. I'll admit, I love the convenience that is in our life these days. I can press a button and order groceries or dinner, and not just pizza. I can order like any dinner. Remember back when pizza was the only food you could get delivered? I know I'm like one of the youngest people in the room too, and I'm like, do you remember back in the day? We've gained a lot. We've gained a lot from having choices at our fingertips. I can't count the number of times that I have had to hit order on children's Tylenol to get delivered to my front doorstep. There are things I am grateful for with the convenience of our lives. But we've lost something too. Not just our resilience with inconvenience, but the connection that inconvenience builds with one another. I don't have to call my neighbor to ask if she can run out and get children's Tylenol for me anymore, or to watch my kids so I can do it. I don't need to make a meal for my friend when they're sick, because I can send them a DoorDash gift card instead. There is so much we've gained and so much we have lost, to the point where showing up for one another, even authentically and in an inconvenient way, can seem odd. To put ourselves out and to be vulnerable, to show up for one another, is less done than it once was. Now, preaching to the choir as I normally do, church is the place where we are so often combating this mentality, where we are combating the convenience of our lives in favor of a community. We give up our Sunday mornings, week after week, to come and be with strangers and with friends. I have seen folks give up Saturday mornings to come and sit for a funeral of someone they have never met. The inconvenience of community is a gift I'm scared that we might lose in the state of the world. Jesus tonight is inviting us to do something incredibly inconvenient, to take off our shoes and our socks. Not just physical inconvenience, but a level of vulnerability with our neighbors and friends and colleagues that would be much easier to skip, thank you. But Jesus has never been one of convenience. He is the one who says, let's go climb that mountain and talk at the top of it. Right? Like they climb mountains for no apparent reason, just to have a conversation. Or to go float on a boat for an afternoon or fish somewhere where you've said there are no fish. We've tried that. Jesus is over and over and inviting us into these tasks and these situations that are not the easiest path, but there is something there for us. A gift of community, of holiness that is revealed in the inconvenience of it all. In our liturgy, there is so much I try to control, and tonight's the night I give it all up. There is no perfectly elegant way for us to do the washing of the feet and stripping the altar and all the things that we do that we try to hold on to make it feel beautiful and perfect and lovely. Instead, it is messy and clunky, and we might spill water, and we might lose a shoe. But we come together as a community in this immense vulnerability and immense beauty. And we do the awkward things because they are signs of the immeasurable love that Christ shares with us. When we receive at this table, we are being reminded to reach beyond ourselves of what this bread and this wine, what washing our feet connects us to, one another. That we will know God in our relationships and community, in sharing meals. As we look out into the world around us, we are invited to wonder how to look beyond ourselves, our own needs, our own desires, to show up for the hungry and the marginalized, to give up ourselves for our neighbors and friends and those we do not yet know. God calls us to be inconvenienced in here and in the world, to show up even when we are not the ones who are fearing for our safety. We show up to stand with the most vulnerable amongst us. We are inconvenienced because God never cared about being convenienced when it came to loving us. This seems like the most inconvenient path God could have taken to get this point to us. But wow, what a gift of love we get to receive. May we share it when we leave this place. Amen.